Before we jump into today's topic, a quick disclaimer. The stories and data we share come from the states that we practice in and the experiences that we personally had, which can differ greatly across our country and certainly the globe. This is not a professional advice show, so let's get comfy and talk about death.
Hello and welcome to Mort Mike.
A down-to-earth discussion on death and dying.
I'm Brandy.
I'm Sierra.
And I'm Red, and we are your Death Digs designers this week. We are excited to bring you guys back into the fold while we juggle some new ideas for our future funeral home, Crispy Chris's Crematorium. We are going to start fleshing out some more details this week on things we offer, and yet again, pretty sure it's going to get out of hand. Excited that you guys are sticking around with us for this just once-in-a-lifetime experience to really look into the minds of three people that absolutely are the next best thing when it comes to entrepreneur and marketing for funeral service. So let's check out what we are going to cover next. Honestly, if we're going to offer services, I would love to just not do burial, like, in general. If we were just, like, specialized in cremation and then burial was not even, like, who gives a shit? I hate burial. I'll say it. I don't like it. I think it's stupid and wasteful. Unless it's, like, natural burial. I'm out.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and it's not available to do natural burial in so many places, so...
Honestly, you have to travel, like, the funeral homes that I've worked for, the distance you would have to travel to go to a natural cemetery, like a truly natural cemetery, was just astounding. Like, 45 minutes for some, hours for others. It's not readily available at all.
You know what? I didn't even think about that. I'm assuming that there definitely are. There are definitely laws about just burying your family on your property, aren't there?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
There absolutely are.
Forget about it. Just bury me out back. Whatever. Keep going. I'll haunt the place. That's fine.
It's unfortunate, but there are a lot of rules in place to give dead people bodily autonomy still. So you can't
That's
just be
probably good.
we're just going to throw them in the backyard because, like, well, should we really be doing that for so many reasons? And then
Well, you can
also,
just, like, till them into the garden, you know? Extra, you know.
There are things available for that. There's, like, those soil burial kind of things where they, like, put you in a pressurized container with wood chips on top of you, and then they turn you into soil, and then they give you back to your family, and you can be in their garden. But you can't just do it yourself, which is, like, DIY is all I live for, so.
Yeah, man. After 2020, I'm all about that DIY, you know?
Yeah. So maybe that's something we could look into. If we're going to do burial, maybe we have our own, like, cemetery or whatever you want to call it, graveyard, I guess, more so, that we just, hey, you guys want to go out there and dig the grave and go for it? You pick a spot. We'll
oh my God. Like the you pick pumpkin patches.
Yeah.
Just pick and dig. Go right on ahead, you know?
I love that so much. This is great. Honestly, this is the best funeral home ever. I don't know. Like, we're going to put everybody in the tri-state area out of business.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why anyone thinks that they can top this.
And you know we're going to be super open and super, like, inviting everybody's culture. Come on in. Let's make it work. We'll learn. We'll do whatever. It's going to be pretty, I think it's going to be the chillest place. Too bad it's, you know, to gather around for when someone dies.
Right.
I would like to add to our funeral home that there should be an open bar for the after funeral party.
Yes. And during funeral fist fights.
Nightclub,
Yeah.
funeral home nightclub.
Funeral
After
home nightclub
dark?
and fight club. Funeral home after
Nightclub
dark.
and fight club.
Wait.
Work out all your familial aggressions here, not at Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Like,
whatever happens in the funeral home basement stays in the funeral home basement.
I felt like it's Fight Club at one of the funeral homes I worked at. That was a different experience.
Every other day, man.
With family members or coworkers? Like,
Family members.
oh shit, really?
Usually coworkers are fine because they're all just old people that you're working with at the funeral home. So
that doesn't mean I still didn't want to fight them.
No.
Let's get that.
Oh,
let's
yeah.
just get that straight.
Yeah, man.
If I coulda, there was a couple I woulda.
It's time for Edna to meet the end, you know?
There was
Oh, spill the tea, but change your name.
Oh yeah, just say another name. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay.
Man, the other name I want to go with is one that worked there too. No, I was just kidding.
Here, I'll pick the name because I didn't work at any of these places. Her new name is Petunia.
Petunia. I like that one. Okay,
Petunia
cool.
pushing up daisies.
I was like going through the Rolodex of old lady names, and I was like, no, that one did also work there. That was one that worked there too. Okay, Petunia. I remember a Petunia I worked with who was a real piece of work. I could have found her in the parking lot after a funeral one day.
Oh, man.
Honestly.
What did Petunia do?
I know exactly who you're talking about, man.
Spill the tea, sis. Tell me about Petunia.
It's just the old ladies that work at funeral homes that aren't directors, and they just kind of like really think that they run the place. But they do provide, I mean, they are the working cogs of the funeral industry.
That's valid.
Would you agree, Red?
I mean, yeah, they answer the phone sometimes.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
Badly most of the times.
So good.
And then just like the amount of sass that like the undeserved sass. And I'm like, I know you have lived like 1,000,000,000 sunrises on this earth, but don't you fucking try to tell me what's what, old lady.
Oh
yeah. My God.
And they get these jobs. They've never worked at a funeral home before, and they get these jobs and they come in and they're like, oh, this is what has to happen. And she just had that exact vibe after I'd worked there longer. I was like, don't let them disrespect you, talking about the funeral directors. And I was like, ma'am, I don't mean to be rude, but you're barely at this desk.
Oh, wow. That's so valid.
They're funny.
Yeah, honestly.
Funny old ladies.
Gotta love it.
It's the spice of life. The spice of death.
We have to hire
Spice
at
of
least two.
Yeah, you're legally obligated to have old people, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I want like the old type of people that work at like the bar setting though. I want like bartender style old people that like they don't take the guff, but they deserve it because they themselves are constantly getting in fist fights and like having to put down bar brawls and like dealing with wily customers. Like that's the kind of old person I want working at the funeral home.
100%. Yeah, like a retired tattoo artist or something. Somebody who's seen some shit.
Oh yeah.
Those are my favorite kind of old people.
And offer tattoos after the service.
Oh,
you
bag and we tag them. Yeah. Oh,
wait, no, not the dead person.
I thought you meant the dead person. I was like, oh,
No.
Matching tattoos with grandma.
Yay!
I think the other staff members we should hire should mostly just be like service dogs. I think that's a good addition to staff. Just grief support animals, just like a shit ton of them.
Oh yeah, and cats everywhere too.
Yeah, I want like maybe some fluffy like. Ah man, I hate to be the person, but like golden retrievers, they're very comforting. I love them. They
are.
You just like grab them and just like snuggle into them, you know.
Any animal that is that level of stupid is just perfect.
100%.
Like born perfect.
Little tiny pea brain puppies. They're so cute.
Adorable. I love Goldens. I used to have a Golden when I was a kid, and then just can confirm the perfect worker. It's just the perfect worker.
The perfect worker. The perfect employee. I'm giving that man 401k, that's for sure. Oh, are we? What kind of businessmen are we? Are we like the kind that we're not going to give health benefits, or are we going to like give everybody health benefits and 401ks?
Oh, definitely. Like,
okay, cool.
As if that had to be a question. Absolutely, we're doing full Benny's life and death benefits.
Good. I just wanted to double check. I'd have to switch hats if I was going to be like a corporate sleazeball.
Oh yeah,
but I was prepared.
No.
I was prepared to make that sacrifice.
Well, I mean,
we're not going for the landlord special of like
just
different benefits. Yeah,
you have to find your own though. That's the caveat.
Oh,
like, we'll provide them, but you got to find them on your own. No,
I hate that. I would never do that. I would never
Sorry,
have health
I was trying to balance.
I can't even I can't even call a therapist on my own. You want me to?
Yeah, what? Bro, I've been trying to get to the fucking gynecologist for like 2 years, man. That's a joke, by the way, for everyone listening. That is 100% a joke. Sexual health care is very important.
Backpedal.
Everybody should go every day of your life to the gynecologist. you should be there.
Every day.
Every
Man,
day.
that's a healthy vagina.
This is now a new podcast. Welcome to Red, Sierra, and Brandy talk about our vaginas. So,
Woo!
who wants to start?
I'll be the one to pull the trigger. So she's got a name.
How many lips is normal?
I was going to ask how many holes is normal, but okay.
Oh shit! God, what are we? Oh, our downstairs mix up.
Oh,
Right?
man. I'm old Greg.
Wait. Were you about to say yours has a name?
Yeah, but I was going to make it up on the spot. I haven't actually named it. I feel like it's got to be something good though, like monster truck or something. Like killer or something, you know?
All right, you go monster truck. I'm going Sparky.
Brr, 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 you know?
Mine's gonna be the Undertaker.
Oh,
because
that's
it's the last
so
thing
much
you see
better.
before I crush your ass.
That's amazing. I love that, dude. Well, you know what? Going back to monster trucks, maybe we should have, instead of, a hearse, an actual just monster truck.
Oh my fucking god!
Whoa.
That's perfect. Isn't there a monster truck called Gravedigger?
Yeah,
There
there
is.
100% is. Gravedigger
Dude,
is our-
we gotta get Gravedigger, dude.
Gravedigger is hands down our hearse. I love it.
That is so fucking sick. I love
Wouldn't that
that
be
so
dope?
much.
Does it look like a hearse monster truck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. And like out back where we have like our natural burials or whatever, people just start piling the bodies so the monster truck can like rev up over them and stuff. So we have our own like monster truck
Like
course.
jump 'em.
The only barrel we offer is just getting smashed into the ground with a monster truck.
I love it. I'm here for it. That's how I want to go. Add them to the pile.
I mean, it kind of sounds fun. Yeah, just throw me in the pile. It'll be like we're living in plague days.
yeah.
Throw them in the
Yeah.
pile.
Throw them in the pile, man. Just keep
Make
adding
room
to
for
it.
more. Yeah.
Make room for more. Listen, recyclability.
We're going to have people whine at the end of it.
Mm.
Petition to let people drink the sarcophagus juice.
Ooh.
Oh, that makes me uncomfy.
I would eat a mummy, I think.
You know, I can't say I wouldn't try anything once.
That's exactly what I was thinking, right? Like I would give it the college try at least once, you know?
The furthest I would go is touching a toe tag without gloves on.
That in itself is so gross. I know how gross that is.
That's as close and near my body a dead person is allowed to be, like, touching wise. That's about it. Otherwise, I'm wearing a pair of gloves and they're not coming anywhere near me. I don't care how mummified,
That's so
crispy
valid.
they are.
That is so valid. Do you guys believe in death cooties?
Oh my god, of course.
Okay. I was wondering if that was like a real funeral home thing. I feel like it is. It's got to be a real thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you die, like, the bacteria in your body just get to go haywire, so I'm not, like, licking toes or nothing.
Well,
Like,
No.
I hope not.
No. Some of the toes I've seen. Why would you say that?
I don't, because I know it's the most upsetting thing.
The image in my brain is so terrible.
I mean, okay, hey, this could be for some people, not for everybody. We could offer this as a service, because if you know where your meat's coming from, I'd eat a dead body.
Yeah, man. No, I love that. So, where our bar is for the after parties, we have hors d'oeuvres, and it's just like little bites of your loved one. If they choose not to, well, I guess you could still do the Gravedigger out back, but you could have little hors d'oeuvres. I would do that. I would eat those at least once.
Oh, you guys are insane.
At least once, you know.
Or are we entrepreneurs?
You know what?
Innovators.
If it's going to make us money and people want it, we provide a service. Who am I to judge?
I love that because then we can have Taco Tuesdays.
It's all coming back around.
Yeah, it's the circle of stupidity is complete. I love it. That's a Homestuck reference for anybody who wants to think less of me.
I
Oh,
think
man.
overall the whole thing is that I want services that are gonna be just alternative. I'm
Yeah.
kind of sick of where like modern funerals are. A lot of it is influenced by the funeral industry itself, and not even the funeral industry and religion have a huge part to play in why like modern services are the way they are. And I really would like to see things go in a different direction. So I want the weird shit like. straight up one time I got a call and someone like, just, oh, my dad just died. I want some information. I'm like, cool. That's my job. You called the right place. And he started to like go into this weird request that his dad had. And I'm like, I can't tell if I'm getting a prank phone call or not, but I have to treat it like it's not. And he's like, yeah, so my dad wants to be buried in the giant PVC pipe full of like, you know, those silica packet gels that you find in like shoe boxes and stuff
they
when you
can't
buy
be
new shoes.
good for the earth, but okay.
No, absolutely not. But yeah, he wanted his dad in one of those, like a giant like plumbing pipe filled with those. And I'm like, I have no idea how to source this and make this happen. And at first I was like, man, this is fucking dumb as hell. But then I'm like, you know what? Think outside the box. Why aren't we doing more new shit? Like, throw new shit at me. I want to do alternative shit.
Yeah. But what was the purpose? He wanted to like dry his dad out?
I know there's a lot of other ways to go about it. If he wanted mummification, he could have just said so.
That's amazing. I want to know if maybe his thought process, because this is where my thought process was going with it, is like eventually, you know, thousands of years down the line, we start digging, you know, and then all of a sudden you find a guy in a PVC pipe that's just been preserved in silica packets. Like, amazing. Like, what the fuck?
That's true innovation. That's how things get started. That's how fads happen, man.
It takes one celebrity to do it. Who's going to step up to the plate?
It's going to be the next BBL.
I was going to suggest Kanye, and like maybe we kill him.
Oh, okay. All right. Assassination services?
Yeah. Oh!
You know, that could be a part of
that would be kind of hype.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know you're going to die anyway, so like, but you want it to be a surprise. So, assassination services.
Kevorkian, we're just going to go straight up with assisted suicide, but as a surprise.
Yeah, man. And like, the more you outrun the assassin, the more of a discount you get on your actual funeral services.
Ooh.
You know, put some like financial gains in there.
I love
that.
Yeah, make it a competition. People will really work for it.
Oh, that'd be really hype. Like, last one standing gets a free funeral, and like put them in groups of 5.
Yeah.
This is just Squid Games, bro.
It really is.
No, I'm here for it.
I really thought we were coming up with some new ideas, but it's all just Netflix shows.
But this is all legal, is what we're talking about. You know, we're gonna have to change the system from the inside. We got to do it the right way.
If somebody signs a waiver that they want you to attempt to assassinate them, do you think you could just do it? Like, what's the legality of that?
Well, it's like those fucking what are they called? Haunted houses. You know, like those private haunted houses where you have to sign a waiver, and they basically have almost killed people, if not sent them to the hospital for like the shit that they've done to them. So it's just
that's a little weird. That's a little.
But I don't think they've ever gotten in trouble. So like, there's got to be something like, right, that. I don't know. Somebody, hey, any lawyers in the audience, get at us about how this
please
works. Send
us your contact information so we can ask you directly over the phone on a recorded line if it's legal to assassinate people.
They're going to send us an email, and the title is just going to be, "Do not contact me. Y'all are dumb."
Yeah.
Cease and desist. This episode is going to get taken down off of Podbean.
Oh, man, it really is, isn't it? We talked about celebrity names. We talked about potentially murdering celebrity names. Like, it's not gonna make it, man. We'll have to cut all of it.
This might be the one.
This might be the
one. We're
one.
gonna have to put a disclaimer. God damn it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Listen, I'm here to, you know, add disclaimers, I guess.
Any other plans that you guys have that you want to make part of our services, or what if we talk about how this place is gonna look?
Oh, that's super valid. We've got a lot to kind of like space out, don't we? With the monster truck and the bar, and.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need a few acres for sure.
Oh, at minimum, for sure.
With an underground bunker.
What about private island?
Here for it.
Yes.
Tropical vacay, but dead K. DK.
You bring the whole family out to fry grandma on the beach.
On the Barbie.
If that's not natural, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
You know, if we're going for this green movement, I mean, if you just put her right in the sun, it'll take care of itself.
Oh, that's lovely.
Contribute to the ecosystem.
Yeah, there you go. No, I love it. I'm here for it. So sure, we're on like a private island and everything. Are we gonna have like a tropical theme for like the whole thing? Like, am I supposed to be showing up in a Hawaiian t-shirt every day, or like, can I wear flip flops? What's the vibes?
Oh, I do love that.
I'm thinking Scooby-Doo Spooky Island.
Oh my god!
I've never been so excited for something in my life.
You definitely pulled out some of the best childhood memories I've ever had, which was that specific movie. Thank you.
And then they have the disco ball that's a skull with the spikes, and we just use that to just light fire to all the pyres down the beach.
Yes. Amazing. I love that. I'm so here for it.
Oh, it's perfect.
I love it. So are we going to also have like lays? Because I think that's kind of hype.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, come
it's
get
like
laid
when
out.
they're getting off. Ooh, okay. Head of marketing over here.
Oh, I'm so
Let's
prepared.
go.
That's my forte, baby. Let's do it.
So like they get off the boat and so, like we start to like frisbee lays onto people, and whoever gets a lay around their neck, they get to go next. You know, like they're the first in line for their services.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
And it's
First in line to the
essentially it
crematory.
turns into what they planned for Scooby-Doo Spooky Island was for just everyone to die. It's perfect.
Yeah, it is perfect.
So okay, so like what does the actual building, like funeral building itself, like look like?
I kind of want it to be like not almost classic funeral, but like classic church funeral home. You know what I mean? Like
stained
just
glass
something
and stuff.
weird. Yeah, like where it's like, oh, we've come to this island. We have our dead loved one stepping off where there's fire everywhere. It kind of seems like a party, and then there's just this like ominous giant castle
I love
behind.
We initiate them.
And it's just like giant fucking crematory stack, like smoking out the top, belching flame.
Yes.
Drawbridge or no drawbridge?
Drawbridge.
Okay.
Oh man, I was gonna say no drawbridge.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't want to moat, bro? What are we gonna show off our monster truck with?
Oh, good point.
Yeah, ride it through.
And
the
there's a
moat.
garage.
There's a garage. But the garage is like super modern. Like, it just doesn't match the architecture at all.
No.
Oh man, I love it. But it's like a 16 car garage, but we only have one car in it because we just have money like that.
This island has to be like big enough that they have some area where we can have our graveyard.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we have like little paths and stuff too, you know, where people can come and like maybe
nature walks.
visit the other side of the island to come and see like any of the natural burial people.
I like it. I like it a lot. So kind of like classic cemetery type of setup when they used to actually be parks and before they turned into the monstrosities they are today.
Yep.
Honestly, with the little like nature paths and like it's on a private island, it's starting to really feel like a Beverly Hills rehab center. And I'm kind of into it. Like, oh man.
You may check in, but you will never check out.
Dun, dun, dun.
I was thinking more Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
I'm here for that. Yep.
All right, so, you know, these people approach to the funeral home, and I'm assuming there's got to be these, like, ridiculously tall doors that, like, when they open, it's just, like, this really slow, it takes, like, 10 minutes for these doors to open. Like, they're just so tall and big. And then we got to have somebody, like, at the doors, like, okay, I feel like we're just making a spooky castle.
We made a spooky castle where people can be buried. That's what we just did.
Yeah. On an island with kind of like a tiki vibe, but also not.
Tiki Island spooky funeral home cremation center with a monster truck. And I think monster truck's my favorite part.
I do. I think that's like between Crispy Chris and like getting
and Crispy Chris.
Like, it's perfect.
Oh well, it makes sense that he's crispy though, because he probably has a sunburn because we're on an island. You know, I mean, maybe he wears his little surfing shorts everywhere.
And then I think the inside like design and aesthetic of a funeral home should absolutely just completely clash with everything on the outside. Like either totally like, you know, that creepy futuristic modern that only like the 1% can afford, you know?
I like
something
that
like
modern.
that, or just absolutely old Western. Like I have we can have nothing in between.
Yes, I love this. Can our private island be in Australia so we can give Crispy Chris a cowboy hat? I know he already
Absolutely.
has a cowboy hat, but like now it makes sense because we're in Australia.
Two cowboy hats.
Two cowboy hats.
His cowboy hat has a cowboy hat.
Oh, I love that. I'm here for
Maybe he has like a animal companion, like
his crispy critter.
like a rat or his crispy critter is like a rat or a vulture or something, and
Oh, that's really
that
cute.
wears another cowboy hat. Yeah, I think we should just wrap up like our whole idea into one, and like go through what it looks like and what we've decided on.
Oh, like a guided tour?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pitch it for us.
Oh, okay. I got you. I can do that. Hi, we here at Crispy's Crematorium. You die, we fry. Enjoy our exclusive luxury, I don't know, private island with your loved ones as you experience loss in a very tragic way. But hey, don't worry too much about it because we're handing out free lays. Woo!
Get laid to rest.
Wink. Now, not only do we have, the best weather here in this very vague area that we are on this very vague private island, but we also have Crispy Chris himself. Woo! Insert Crispy Chris walking out in his super sick board shorts, his cowboy hat with a cowboy hat on it, and being extremely crispy. Crispy Chris, what do you have to say about our funeral services?
And then all he does is scream.
Yeah, he just
I think, like,
screams.
when he...
That's right, Chris. If you're into all natural burials, go ahead and check out our monster truck. Be a part of this one-time experience as we dump your body in the most natural way possible with no preservatives and smush you down as we ride up over with your family loved ones. I think this pitch is going great. I think it's really
I love
working.
it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
The sharks are gonna pass this one for sure. We're gonna get funded immediately.
They're so into it.
A little bit bummed out after, your final funeral? Come take a swig at our Crispy Chris's cookout in our basement. Definitely try out our, our patron tacos on Taco Tuesday. Comes with a free shot of tequila. Oh my god. I'm bought in. I'm sold. The sharks on Shark Tank don't know what's coming.
So, for the listeners, I had originally started to write notes for this episode with a much more wholesome and functional direction.
God, I'm sorry.
I cursed us by saying it's like making your own Sims house, and absolutely did we do that. So I think overall the ideals stay about the same. Tradition's what you make it. Don't have to do what everybody's doing. Modern burial, modern cremation. Like, find your own path. Find funeral services that work for you and your family that you actually care about. Tradition is literally whatever you say it is. Costs are going to be reasonable. That should always be a point of funeral service, is that it shouldn't break the bank to be able to say goodbye to someone that you love. And you should be as involved as you want to be. Do you want to be driving the monster truck? Do you want to be riding in the back of it? You just be whatever
That's
you
the
want to
important
be.
part.
I want to be smushed underneath it.
Woo!
Me too. Well, I don't know about you guys. I think I'm ready to apply for that business loan. Sounds like a pretty solid build, and I cannot wait for that funeral cocktails at the crematory and that 100-foot water slide into the retort at the crematory. So it's going to be wonderful shenanigans that we'll get into. But that's going to be it this week for Mort Mike. Connect with us on our socials at Facebook and YouTube at Mort Mike Podcast. And if you have any suggestions on topics you'd like to hear about or burning questions you have about death, shoot us an email at mortmikepodcast@gmail.com.
A huge thanks to Joey, our dedicated studio gopher, Marson Music for our theme, Deputies of Death, and Macklin Legan for our custom icons and banners.
Be sure to tune in the first Thursday of every month for more casual discussions on death. Thank you so much for listening. This has been Mort Mike.